I'm really excited today because I have something to talk about besides just showing you guys how engines work. And as much as I like making those videos, I like it better when I get really cool products that I can try out and let you guys know all about them. And the one that we're doing now is the MiVue dash camera system from Magellan. Magellan has been around for a long time and have been making quality products. And I live in Arizona. People don't drive that great, right? So I bought a cheaper dash cam from one of those very cheap sites, and you probably know what I'm talking about. And number one, it quit working after a couple of weeks. And even before that happened, the little bitty memory card with no memory storage in it whatsoever was already filled up. This is not that. This is a quality dash camera system. It's a 3-channel system that has more features to it that I'm going to be able to talk about in this video, right? So when we look at it, I'll read some of them to you. It's using the Starvis 2 system technology that helps it kind of recognize events and when to record. It captures images every 2 seconds or something like that. But what I'm really impressed about is number one, there's app support for this. So you can download an app that will help you. And then it has other features that you can pay to play, where parking assist and things like that are really cool. And really, really awesome is the 64 gigabyte memory card. So finally, I can actually have some video that I can actually download and have. So I'm really excited about this one. So this is the kit. Put the link in the about section. I'll put it in the comments as well. You guys need to check this out because it is really awesome. What is the first clue when you get something like this that you actually have a quality product? I'm going to show you right here. 3M tape. If you bought one of the cheap brands, you would have some generic tape that as soon as it was exposed to the Arizona sun, or if you live up north, any kind of extreme temperatures, this thing would fall off your windshield constantly. Double-sided tape is one of the best double-sided tapes you can get, and if they're spending the money to give you quality tape, that is an indicator that they care about quality. So what comes with this system? We got this piece right here that has the tape on it, and you'll notice it has the little clicky thing on it. That is for you to mount your camera on. So this is going to go on the windshield. You got your camera assembly right here. What's really nice about the camera assembly is it's got a nice big screen. I'm going to be able to see a video on this really well, but it also is going to have the memory card in it, and I'm going to be able to take that memory card out and download to my laptop and watch videos that way. It already comes with screen protectors on them, so they're not going to be all scratched up when you get them. And what I really like is the camera right here. It's adjustable. It's really annoying when you put this permanent sticky tape on a windshield and put a camera on, and that's the angle you're stuck with. This one, you can install it, put it on, and you actually have some adjustment here, right? So if you don't like the angle, if you think it's pointing too high, you can point it down. If it's pointing just at your hood and you need it to go forward more, you can point it up a little bit. You can adjust this as needed, right? This also has an inward facing camera, and it has a side view camera. So here you got that stuff right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting this on my 2022 GMC Canyon. And so as I'm doing this, I'll show you guys how easy it is to hook this system up and use it. So, but you got the cameras, you got the cord plugs into your lighter, and you also have a extension accessory cord, right? So everything you need to get this system to work comes with easy to read, easy to understand instruction manual. So next step is going to be to put it on the truck. So let's go and head on out there to the truck and start installing this. It's going to be super easy and super fun. All right, guys, so bad timing. If you look right over here, you see I got a crack in my windshield. I just got it on the way home. So while I'm not going to actually physically mount this up on the windshield until I get this windshield replaced, I do want to give you guys a few tips and tricks for if you decide to buy one of these, the best ways to do it, right? So first off, you don't want to automatically take this sticky off the back of it and just slap it on there somewhere, because then once you get the camera on, you may not like the view you have and you may be regretting putting it there, right? So what I would recommend is before you take the cover off of the sticky, you apply this to the back of your camera, your front facing camera, and it slides into place and locks. So now it's locked on there. Now what you can do is you take the end of the cord that comes with this and you plug it into your cigarette lighter, right? Once you plug it into your cigarette lighter and you turn on your key, it's only going to take a minute for this thing to cycle and come on. So you can already see that it's starting to come on. All right, so it's on. I've had this on before when I was getting ready to film this, and it'll just ask you when you originally plug it in. It'll have you do a setting for the time, language, things like that. But after you do that, it takes maybe 10, 15 seconds. So it'll automatically start showing you the footage. All right. So when you get that on there, now you can actually see what the camera's seeing. So now what you can do is you can place this up on your window, and then you can move it around until you get the angle that you want. And then once you get the angle that you want, take you like a little blue or black felt pen, make you a mark where you want to place it, and then take the sticky off and place it where you made your mark. Remember that when you're placing it and you're not getting a good view, remember that the front facing camera is slightly adjustable, right? So you can put it on and you can move this camera up and down until you get the view you're looking for. Mine is very slanted, so I would face this down quite a bit if I was going to put it in here, right? So that's the thing. Make sure your window's clean, make sure it's dry, get it positioned in a place where you're sure you want it to go, then take the excuse me, the tape off and install it. As far as the rear facing camera goes, you can see it comes with an extremely long cord. So if you have like a super crew cab or something like that where it's quite a distance to your back window, this will still reach, right? So the back mounting camera has the same thing. Again, you got the camera angle. This one has clickable motion too. So again, find the place that you want it, mark it, then take the tape off and install it. You will take the other end of the cable. You can route it underneath behind your back seat, underneath the carpeting, or just over the top of the carpeting underneath the front seat, and come up to your kit right here. And then you just plug it in, and then it will start showing you a 3-camera view, because this is going to include not just the rear facing camera, but if you look back here, it also has a side facing camera. So this thing is recording all kinds of stuff for you, right? Like I said, this has an app that you will see in the instructions, and you can connect to this guy through the app, through Wi-Fi. So if you have Wi-Fi in a car or truck, you can use that car's or truck's Wi-Fi to connect these two devices together, your phone or your tablet to your Magellan. Or like I did, I have Wi-Fi at home, but not in the truck. And I just connected the two to each other over my home Wi-Fi. And so what that does is it allows you to do things with it, download photos, videos, watch events without having to take the actual memory card out and downloading it, right? That saves you a lot of time. This is a great product. I'm really looking forward to getting my new windshield and getting it hooked up. It has an emergency feature. You push a button, and whenever you see something you think might be about to happen, you can push a button and start recording right away. It also has a G sensor that if there's a sudden stop or sudden acceleration, it'll go into record mode to record the incident. It has the ability to function with GPS. It also has light warning, so if you don't have your headlights on, it can alert you. This thing is just remarkable for the price, everything that it can do. Like I said, it's not one of those cheap ones that you get off those websites that you know I'm talking about, that you pay $5 for and they don't work. These are very, very high quality. Magellan has been making these for years. This is a very high quality product. I know it's extremely hard to tell via the camera here, but this is a very high definition video right here of what's going on, and much better than the cheap one that I had installed in here before that didn't work. And if you do need to, remember, it does have a memory card that you can take out and hook up to your laptop or your desktop and download from this, and then clear it out and then put it back in. So it does have that function as well. Can't say enough good things about this. The way it came shipped, the quality of the 3M tape. It has all the kinds of protection over the cameras so that it don't get scratched during shipping. Everything came individually wrapped. They weren't stingy with the amount of cord, so you got plenty of ways to put this rear camera. Hell, you could even mount it on the outside of your truck and it would work somewhere, right? So whether it's on the rear window or the back side of the truck, this is pretty awesome, right? So do you guys have any questions? Feel free to hit me up and I'll answer any of them that I can. This is highly recommended. Gets the Charlie's thumb up seal of approval. So check it out. Thank you.